it's Shel C from Paper Octio Studio, and today I'm sharing with you another mixed media altered tag from my little mini series, Clean Up Your Desk. This is some more stuff that was on my desk. I know you guys haven't seen one of these for a week or so because of the Creative Arts Collaboration event, but I'm starting back up with these. So, um, yeah, this tag was on my desk, and then that's the half of the other half of the clock from the first tag that I did, and I wanted to tone it down a little bit. I didn't want the clock to stand out like as this thing. I just wanted to be part of the design in the background. So I used my small brayer and some white gesso to just kind of roll over it and just push everything back and make it a little bit more one color. And then the tag had blues and reds, kind of a pinky red in it. And so I decided to go with those colors. This is some Bombay India ink that I got for Christmas, and I haven't really used it that much, but it's permanent once it's dry, so if I decide to go over the top of it, it won't run. Whereas if I used a watercolor or some type of water product, I would have a problem when I decide to glue things on. And I know I'm going to. You can see my little pile of things that I pulled out. So this is going to be collage. Better have something permanent. So I decided to use these inks, which is exactly what I got them for. I like this drippy look, and I like to use things that won't run when I use glue over the top. I was trying to keep my paper clean. I changed out to get a clean paper so that it wouldn't look so bad on the screen. Of course, that didn't happen. Just got a big mess right on my paper. It's so hard to keep them clean. But if you don't keep them clean, they make beautiful background papers once you're done with them. So this is a, a tag from a piece of clothing, I believe. I don't know why I saved it. I must have liked the graphics on it, but you can tell that it was hanging off of something, a hang tag. Um, have no idea what it's from. It was just on the desk. So I decided to punch out that part. Because I had used the clock that had kind of a circular image, I decided to go with a bunch of circles. And so I got out all my different circle punches and I punched circles, and then I've got a few hearts as well because I had that one cool red heart that I wanted to use. And I punched the circle logo out of the tag, and then eventually I do decide to mix it up with a few rectangles as well, just for balance of design. This is a lid off of my glue stick, and I'm throwing some white circles in the background. This lid is off my mini mister. It's a little bit smaller. It's always fun to do circles. I just really like them. And I know I'm not the only one. I've seen some of Kat Hand's videos, and she uses circles too, so it's not just me. It's a universal thing. That's a stamp from Canada. It's off a package I think that my friend Lizzie sent me, I think probably because she lives in Canada. And I decided to use the other part of the little hang tag that says admit one. It's like a ticket. I have no idea why that would be on clothing. I don't know, but I'm just rearranging these and auditioning them. The polka dot paper and the other paper that I used are both from Seven Gypsies. Those were scraps from a project I did for a Canvas Corp brand. Have no idea where this lace is from. No idea. So I'm going to use it. So now I've got my Liquitex gel matte medium, and I'm using that to glue everything down. It works good for this, for gluing on this lace, because it fills up all the little holes in the lace and makes it really stay on there. I think if I'd used a liquid product, I would have had a lot harder time putting the lace on. And of course, some of these pieces are a cardstock weight, and so they're harder to put on, so it works best to use a gel product. And I'm just sticking them on. I have 3 larger elements with the 2 rectangles and the heart, and then, well, actually there's 4, I guess. But the way it was laid out, it looks kind of like it's in sets of 3. The heart just kind of throws it off, I guess. But I wanted the heart to be up there at the top. And then I've got my other 3 elements that kind of are the same color and the same size. And then all my little hearts and circles are kind of background. Just kind of a way of looking at the rule that's not really a rule of 3s. I mean, I don't think about that stuff a whole lot. I'm kind of aware of it, but I just like collage, and I like putting things where I think they look good. And so if they look good to you too, then that's probably why. We just, in our minds, we all think the same type of things look good. And that's where that whole rule of 3s came from. We like to see things in 3s or in odd numbers. I don't know why. It's a brain thing. I'm not a neurologist. So, if you are a neurologist and you can explain it, please do in the comments below. And speaking of the comments below, if you like this video and you want to see more of my videos, please, please, please subscribe so that you'll know when there's something new. And if you want me to know that you were here and you enjoyed the video, leave me a comment and do that thumbs up thing, because that really helps me. It helps YouTube understand that I'm making something that's cool, and they might recommend it to someone else. So that's why it helps my channel if you do that. Just takes a second of your time. And I will reply to your comments, and I will give you smiley faces for doing it. Do I sound like I'm begging now? I'm begging. I'm just like totally begging. I don't know. Anyway, now I've got my white Posca pen, and I'm highlighting some of those circles, and then at some point I decide, nah, I can't do everything in white, so I get out an Inktense pencil that's kind of a reddish color, and I blend that out. That looks pretty cool. I like that. So then I'm like, what else should I do? You can tell I'm thinking when my fingers are tapping. I've noticed that in my videos. My fingers tap, 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 tap. What am I doing? What am I doing? Tap, 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 tap. It's a good clue that I'm trying to think of what I should do. So I get out a blue pencil and I decide to use it as well. And this ends up looking pretty darn patriotic because of the whole red, white, and blue thing. But that wasn't intentional. It just happened to be what was on the tag. Don't even know what that tag is from. I think I was experimenting with resist. Like what kind of things would resist other things. And I think it had originally had beeswax on it, because I was like experimenting with beeswax to see if it would resist color and what kind of color it would resist. This is my food ball pen. I don't use it very often. Usually I use the Posca, but it writes really well over this stuff. I decided there needed to be some more black, so I outlined a few things with black. I don't know why I didn't grab the Posca, because I usually do. Then I decide it needs a couple more words, so I find some more. This is a 7 Gypsies piece of scrapbooking paper that just has words all over it, and I'm kind of using it in the way that you would use Tim Holtz's Tiny Talk, or one of those type of things where you can just use the words and make phrases, make up stuff that makes no sense, or sometimes it does. In this case, not sure it makes that much sense, but that's okay. I'm not sure I make that much sense. So I decide to outline the heart with the white as well to make it pop out. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I put Wink of Stella on it with my Wink of Stella brush pen. That's just the clear, very super fine glitter. And of course, splatters. Gotta have splatters. And there was a lot of drawing. I cut out all the long times of using the heat tool to make things speed up faster. I don't make you watch that. I know some people do, but I don't. So now I'm mounting the tag on a piece of navy blue cardstock, just because I like the way that looks. And also someone else said in the comments, it helps it lay flat. I didn't think about that, but that's brilliant. I think it was Kim said that. So I just like the way the extra border looks. And then I've got some different ribbons and some gold cord that I'm going to put on. I like to put fibers and things on my tags. I think it adds an extra coolness to them to make them more cool, you know. I noticed listening to some people around the house that cool is not really a word anymore. You know you're getting old when you do not understand the lingo that people are using in your house. Yes, there's been some weird ones lately. So that's it for this tag. I hope you enjoyed this, and please leave me a comment if you did. And here comes the close-ups. That's it for me. Thanks. Bye-bye.